Why is it that when 9/11 happened, America did massive changes to the airline business to prevent it from happening again? But when shootings happen, nothing is done. Because of lobbying, changes only seem to happen where it can make rich people richer. 9/11 meant buying security screening equipment, Rapiscans, which made Homeland Security chief richer. Military contractors and oil companies pushed for the war in Iraq, which made them richer. The NRA opposes any restriction to gun access since it will make gun manufacturers less money. Also, the more shootings that happen, the more business they get as people start buying more guns in anticipation of a crackdown. So the answer is money. We're still taking off shoes decades after that one dude who didn't even successfully set off a bomb on the plane. External vs internal terrorism. Airplanes aren't covered in the Bill of Rights where firearms are. Guns are entangled in people's identity and planes flying aren't. People don't like changing their identity or perceived attacks on it via parts of it being held responsible. Money. It's always about money. Why is it that people ask why is it that no one does anything about guns? But they themselves cannot come up with a viable answer on what to do. Here's the most common suggestions. Take the guns away. There are about 400 mil guns in the US, owned by only 72 mil people. A significant minority of these guns owned by these people are not registered. Therefore, if it were even feasible to go around and collect them with pick your government agency, it is literally impossible to know if we even got them all or where to start looking for them without going house to house. Take Guns Away Part 2. There is no agency that is either equipped or staffed to undertake removal of all guns from a gathering, storage, and destruction perspective. Furthermore, much of the staff and leadership within the agencies would be unwilling to undertake the task, either because they morally oppose it or because they fear the backlash many Americans with guns will likely give if an attempt is made to take the guns. It would literally be the reason the Second Amendment exists. Gov buybacks. Firearms vary in cost, but it's anywhere from $200 for a cheap shotgun to $5 to $10K for a high-end weapon. Like a 50 calorie. But most guns will fall in the $500 - $2,000 range. Assuming the USG decides to offer buyback at $100 a piece, 400 mil guns quickly turns into $40 billion. Let's pretend they expect 25% buyback, that's $10 billion. The government shut down in 2018-2019 over $5.70 billion in a $3.20 trillion budget. There's no chance you could get a majority of Congress to agree to the spending. And that $10 billion estimate is a huge underestimation. Stop the manufacture of guns. John Moses Browning literally created the design for the BAR, the 1911 M2, and other weapons designs with unregistered, personally manufactured equipment in the 1800s and early 1900s. It's 2022 and everyone has a 3D printer, they'd only need the metal for a barrel and hammer. There's no way to account for personally manufactured guns. Registration of ammo per round. That's like registering individual Q-tips. Good luck. Background checks for gun buyers. Every criminal has a first time. Background checks are currently in place. Waiting period to receive a gun. Even gunmen can have long-term plans. Close the gunshow loophole. There's no such thing, that's a political lie. Remove automatic, assault weapons. The Vegas shooter's infamous bump-stock auto-like action with a semi-auto can be replicated when a belt loop on a worn pants. Getting an automatic weapon is already massively expensive and are generally unavailable. Furthermore, understanding semi-auto weapon mechanics would illegally allow anyone to make their lawfully owned semi-auto to fully auto. No guns for mentally ill and felons. It's already a law. Has it worked? So what do you propose? Instead of villainizing everyone with nonsensical sayings like I wish Americans loved their children as much as they love their guns, how about we listen to real solutions on how to deal with these things? How is telling 72 million armed Americans they are responsible for murder of children different than telling every human with a penis they are responsible for rape? I wish American men like their women more than they want to keep their body parts. I wish women loved their children as much as they love their abortions. I wish women loved being safe as much as they love their tight pants. Do you not hear how disgusting this sounds? Solutions. Address media coverage. At present, media incentivizes shooters with scores, attention, coverage, and give future shooters ideas. Address bullying of children, address the fatherless issues. Nearly all mass shooters have not had a father figure in their life. Address child abuse. Address mental health. Address the waning morality in the U.S. Teach the value of life. Morals are values, God-given or otherwise, that have intrinsic worth. Honesty, respect for life, kindness toward others, etc. They don't have to have a reason why. Guns are not the problem. This is not a defense of guns. For as long as guns are the focus, the issues won't be addressed and more children will die. I wish people loved their children as much as they loved their anti-gun rhetoric. Edit. Typos.